Welcome to Fine Motor Help for moms that are at home with children. I'm hoping that some of these ideas, I tried to make these ideas things you would have at home that you could facilitate and use to help not only fill your days, but also while you fill your days, make your children's fingers maintain strength. So, one thing you can do, in my fine motor class, my boys and girls love all of these things. I'm only giving you the favorites. Take Play-Doh. We have a recipe on our Facebook page. Easy to make if you don't have your own, as long as you have cream of tartar in your cabinet. And I have them use their fingers, whether they roll the ball like this, it's good for them. Squishing it to get it to a ball size. They can use a table to make a ball. I always have them make 5 balls because truly what I want them to do is using their fingers to do this. Roll the ball. They each make 5 balls. They can't be too big. And then after we roll them, we use them to, as I say, knock over the bad guys. So we set up some bad guys and we try to make sure they're ones that will stand up. And then we use our Play-Doh, and this is good for their fingers too, to use their thicker. And they use their thicker and they try to knock over the bad guy. Oh, I missed. Let me try again. Can I try again? Oh, I missed. If they need to get closer, absolutely. Oh, I just scooted him. Let me try again. Oh my goodness. They love trying to knock them over, and it's good for them to start again. It's good for them to replace it. Anything they're doing, they're using their fingers, and that's a good thing. If you don't want to do bad guys, you can do, or if you want a letter review, you can put up some letters. You could put up their name, any letter, anything that'll stand up that they can use this. And I'm gonna, yay, I got the eye. Oh no, my M fell over. Let me try again. I have a bumpy tray apparently. I only use the tray to keep the bowls from rolling across the floor, down the table, and across the room. So you stick it. Oh, I missed. I'm gonna try again. Oh, I missed. I'm trying again. I'm not very good today. Oh, I got it. Yay! And that way you can incorporate some letter names. You can just incorporate all sorts of things. You can do numbers, whatever you have at your house to do with that. I also, this is just a Tupperware container. In the top, I cut a slot for pennies. I also cut one on the side, and you want them to hold the pennies in their hand, lots, as much as their little hand will hold. And you want them to use their fingers, don't use your other hand, to scoot those coins forward and put them in the penny slot. Whoop. Let them pick them up. Just, anything they're using their fingers for is a good thing. And they're putting them in, and then if they get really good at that, doing the sideways slot. There's a whole nother group of muscles in there. They have to use their other fingers other than their thumb and their pointer. And those fingers are working to smooth those coins forward. And that's really fun. If you use pennies, you can tell them they can have all the pennies. Hey! Then, another thing that's along those lines, this is a Mardi Gras necklace cut up. This is a jar with a not too big top. It's the same premise, only these are a little bit different to move forward. And they love to try to fill the jar, or they don't have to fill the whole jar, that's a lot. Just something that they can, and you want them to only use one hand. And sometimes they'll do this and go, wait a minute, no. You have to drop it one at a time. Oop, that one's a double. And that way they once again exercise those fingers a little bit. Another thing that they like to do, which you probably have in your hand, is you take, in your house, an old tennis ball, like this. I take a sharp serrated knife and I cut a slice in it. It is kind of hard. If you want it to be easy to open, the bigger the slice, the easier it is. I find with my 4-year-olds at the beginning of the year, I need a pretty big slice. Of course, I do this myself. And when they squeeze it, it makes the opening open. So then we get our markers, our Sharpies, and they can draw a face. They can give it hair, you can put yarn on it, you can put sequins on it, you can bling it up, anything they want to do to decorate it. And they can make it talk to you. Hello, my name I give them pennies, and they eat, nom, 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 and they chew, nom, 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 and they get so full, nom, 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 nom. Oh, I'm getting full, I'm getting full. I've done pebbles. We've put all sorts of things in Terry the tennis ball. And then when he gets full, I mean, to me, this is kind of yucky, but they love it. Oh, he has a tummy ache, he ate too much. And, Terry gets rid of it all. And then he feels much better. So they love that part. And that's what we do. And one more thing, and then I'll let you come up with your own good ideas. We have dominoes. I don't know if y'all have dominoes. Some people don't. But they love to set them up, and this is something I did as a child, which was 100 years ago. I'm sure you're younger than I am. And then line them up, and you can make a circle. But for them, for those fine motors, to line that up is so great. And then, of course, you let them knock down, and they love doing that. They love watching the progression of it fall. They love setting them. They have to be very slow and gentle and steady, which is very good for them for practicing. And that is an excellent thing for them to do. There's just so many, if you look around your house at the things that they can do. Oh, one more thing. This is also their favorite thing to do. A squirt bottle. We go outside and we water plants. And they don't even know that they are working their hand to death. Let them shift hands. It's okay to have some opposite hand strength. And I make the stream as long as it can be, and they love to shoot it in the air. You can put some shaving cream on the wall and let them squirt till it's all gone. You can draw a picture with sidewalk chalk and squirt it, and it goes all kind of morphy squeezy, and they love that. Just anything that they can squirt down, they love to do, and they don't know that they're just working those hands, and that is an excellent tool if you have an extra spray bottle, or empty the stuff out of one. The cleaning fluids you're using to clean everything, you probably have an empty spray bottle somewhere. So clean it out real well and fill it with water, and they will go to town. So enjoy your fine motor fun, and I hope that your days are full of wonderful activities. Bye!